So, can music play Minecraft? But first, what does that even mean? Now, if you've come here to see the musicians in the thumbnail play the game Minecraft, then you didn't read the title correctly and you'll be very disappointed when you learn that I can't bring people back from the dead. Sorry about that. I want the actual music, the songs that those and any musician has worked on to be able to play the game Minecraft. So now, obviously, you understand exactly what we're doing, and I can move on, right? No? Still confused? Oh no, I'll have to explain. So my idea is music is made of notes. Now I will say that I'm not a musician, so I might mess up when explaining music. In the music that I'm, and I assume most people in the world are familiar with, there are 12 notes that repeat as their pitch gets higher or lower. This is easiest to see on a piano. These 12 notes are from A to G sharp, and they repeat here and here, up and down the piano. They go A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. That's 12 notes. And they're the same no matter what instrument you're playing. So when notes repeat, it's the same note, it's just a different pitch. And that's that way because of science. Anyway, my idea is if I get the notes being played in some music and tie those notes to actions in Minecraft, like walking forward, looking left, punching, and everything else required to play the game, then get a computer program to do those actions when it hears those notes being played, and then I record it, I would have a video and maybe people will watch it and music will have played Minecraft. But how do you detect the notes being played? Well, I thought this must be easy. There must be someone out there that has already made a program to do this, and I already have a program to control Minecraft from my Automating Minecraft with Code series. There's a link in the description. So all I'll have to do is connect my program to their program to detect notes, and that'll be it. Simple. Okay, so people have built programs to do this. Like, there are products that exist that will take a song as input and make the lower notes or higher notes louder in what's being played. I think my headphone software can do that for some reason, so I knew it must be possible. But no one had made some code that I could find that I could just download and connect up. So I had to learn how to do it myself. And then I just hoped it was simple. It was not simple. So I had to look into the Fourier transform. Now I know what you're wondering. What is the whatever you said? And I wish I was like you. No normal person should know what the Fourier transform is. But my life stopped being normal a long time ago when I decided to make a video called Can Music Play Minecraft? The Fourier transform is a method of breaking down any signal into the sine waves that make up that signal. But what does that mean? And no, I will not skip this section. You will feel my pain. So first, seems unrelated, but will make sense later, let's go over graphs. This is a line graph. There is an x-axis and a y-axis. The x goes along the bottom and the y goes up the side. I hope we all remember this from school. So for recording sound, the bottom line, the x-axis, is time. Let's just do it in seconds for simplicity. And the y-axis up the side is for pressure. When you hear sound, it's just your ear detecting differences in air pressure around your ear. So the pressure changes over time. Woohoo! So when recording sound on a computer, we do it like this. We just record the pressure that should be at your ears for an amount of time. That's why you might have seen sound displayed like this. So Joseph Fourier was a French mathematician who looked like this. And because he was born on the 21st of March 1768 and died on the 16th of May 1830, thanks Wikipedia, we only have these two pictures of him. I assume I didn't look very hard. So we can assume he looked something like this. Anyway, he thought one day that any graph, like our sound graph from earlier, can be constructed by adding together sine waves. But what are sine waves? Sine waves are like this. They move up and down the same amount at the same frequency. But what is frequency? It's the number of waves, in this case, let's say per second. So in this case, the sine wave will have a frequency of 1, 2, 3 waves per second, and this one will have a frequency of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves per second. Now when I say adding together sine waves, I mean adding the pressure values together at the equivalent points in time. So if you look at 1 second in, the pressure value of this wave is 10, and the pressure value of this wave is 20. So the new wave at 1 second would have a pressure value of 30. And I would have to do this for every time point in the graph until I constructed a whole new wave, and also many times over to create something like speech. Now I've made this program that displays this because that seems like magic or confusing magic, and I bet some of you, the ones that haven't fallen asleep, are saying, "What? That seems impossible. My music, voice, cat meowing, and so much more can be constructed so simply. Well, look at this demonstration. Here we have a target wave. This wave was taken from a video I saw by Jaffe Riddle called Making Audio Waves Look and Sound Like Things. In this video, he makes an audio wave, just like what I was displaying earlier, but in the shape of a cow, and it sounds like a cow. I'll leave a link in the description to their video, and thank you, Jaffe, for creating this. So the sound looks and sounds like this. I thought this wave would be easier to demonstrate with because it looks like something familiar rather than just any wave, which might be difficult to see it coming together. In this demonstration, the program has broken down this wave into the sine waves that make it up, using the Fourier transform. The current sine wave to be added is up here, and the wave we are constructing is down here. And I can add more waves by holding down the spacebar. And as we can see, waves are being added to this wave and its shape is changing. Now, the sine waves displayed up here only really work for the first few sine waves. After that, the frequencies get so high that the wave just looks like one box because the waves become so close together. So I've made this mode that shows the waves we are constructing bigger and remove the sine wave. The same thing is happening, we just aren't seeing the sine wave because it stops looking like anything. And if I speed up the program and hold down space, we can see that the wave is starting to look more like our target. And I've added this button so we can hear it. It currently sounds like this, which isn't exactly the moo we heard earlier, because obviously the wave has not finished being constructed yet. But if we continue adding waves and moving closer to the target, we'll see that the wave looks more like it, and at the end, it looks like the target and sounds like the target. Just from adding together sine waves. Now, if you want to learn more about the Fourier transform, I would recommend a YouTube channel by and called Mark Newman. There will be a link to it in the description. He makes videos pretty much only on the Fourier transform and does it in a way that is understandable and really high quality. Every time I ran into a bug with my program, I went to this channel and found a video about the problem I was having, and after the video I understood exactly what I needed to do. I've seen many more channels that try to explain the Fourier transform in really confusing ways that I found after I knew a lot about the Fourier transform I was starting to understand, but Mark does a really good job at explaining it for someone who knows nothing about it. Thank you very much, Mark Newman. Because of you, music will play Minecraft. Now, what does all this have to do with music? Well, there's a great video by Andrew Huang, I hope I'm saying that right, that explains this next bit better than what I can, and this is where I'm getting all my information for this next section. And there'll be a link in the description to that video. Pretty much, when you play a musical note on an instrument, it creates a wave that vibrates at a given frequency. For example, this note, middle C, creates a wave that vibrates at 261.63 times per second. And that will be the same for any instrument, like this guitar. Now, if that's all the instrument did, they would all sound the same. Actually, the C would sound like this. That's just a sine wave with a frequency of 261.63. But why don't all instruments sound like that? Well, the instruments don't only play that one wave. That wave will be the loudest, and that's why different instruments can be played together and sound fine, but it will also add in some other waves. These are quieter than the main wave and have a higher pitch, and there is some science reason and way to calculate these waves for each note. These are called harmonics. Different instruments will add these waves at different volumes, which is how they each have a unique sound. Andrew has software that can show this off in a better way than I can, so I would recommend that video if you're interested. Now you might be saying, that sounds like the thing you were doing, that waves can be added together to make a new wave? Yes. If I do a Fourier transform on a musical note, it will give me one loud wave that is the same frequency as the note, and some more that are quieter for the other notes. So if I get the loudest wave that the program detects, I can then calculate the note that's being played. And that's how it works. Now there are a few problems. Music sometimes doesn't have just one instrument playing, it has a few at the same time. This means that if I just get the loudest note, I will be only detecting one instrument. To fix this, I've added a threshold number, so any wave that is louder than the threshold triggers a movement in Minecraft and any below doesn't. Now this does mean that if the harmonics of a note are above this threshold, then it will be detected. Now this isn't really the actual note being played, but it is in there, and it is as loud as the other instruments for my program to pick it up, so it's kind of there. I have used the word louder when saying that the pressure value is higher, however I know that this is not necessarily the case. A wave can have a higher pressure value but not sound louder than another wave with a lower pressure value, because our perception of loudness is also dependent on the frequency of the wave we hear, but most of the time it is the case that more pressure is louder, and the program works and it's my video anyway, so shut up. There's a Tom Scott video in the description that explains this. Now all I have to do is decide on what 12 actions for the 12 notes I can do with my keyboard and mouse that are necessary for playing Minecraft. Okay, so I've made this list, and I think with this you can do everything or most things in the game. You can hopefully do enough. So, A will walk forward, A sharp will open inventory, B will run, actually press Control, C will crouch, C sharp will jump, D will look left, D sharp will look right, E will look up, F will look down, F sharp will right click, G will left click, G sharp will scroll the mouse. I could have added a walk back, left and right, but with the mouse movement that's already 8 out of the 12, and there wouldn't be much room for anything else. Now, what songs should I use? Popular music. Popular music. Yes, I just spent months trying to work all this out and then had a difficult time trying to think of popular, recognizable songs. Because there's no point in playing a song that viewers don't know or don't like. I need songs that you will probably know and find enjoyable. So I looked at a list of It Says All, but I don't think it is, songs that have over 1 billion views on YouTube, and I went through and got out those songs that I knew and then looked at the people that I thought viewers would most recognize in a thumbnail. Yes, I added people that would trick your little stupid brain into clicking on my video, and it worked. It worked. It worked. So let's get started with the first song. Now what we'll play will be a version of a song that I have created that only contains the sine waves of the notes being played and my excellent impersonations, so a lot of the detail in the song will be lost, because YouTube will have a problem with me playing the originals. If you want to hear the original music and see the whole performance from the program, there'll be a link in the description to the music on YouTube and all of the program's performances for each song with a countdown of when to press play on the music. For this video, I'm only going to be showing the best bits. Well, hopefully there are best bits. Anyway, here's Bohemian Rhapsody. Okay, so I've started the script, and we should have a countdown starting soon. 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be starting now. Is this the real life? So it might start quite slowly because there's not many instruments playing, so there's not many notes, so actions. Then hopefully as the song goes on we should get maybe a bit more movement. It seems to be very interested in the inventory. Oh, it's looking at the tree! It's punching the tree! Oh, okay, come on Rhapsody, you gotta focus. Ah, it's working towards the tree. It did punch earlier. All it has to do now, stop walking towards the tree. Just punch the tree. No, okay, no, it's gone past the tree. It likes the, I think it likes the, oh! I was gonna say, I think it likes the, like, little, oh, you broke a block! It broke two blocks! It broke! And it even went and picked him up. Oh, was it gonna do a second block? Oh, it's getting close. No. Oh, it placed a block. This is the basics of playing the game. It can pretty much do anything at this point. I think it's very interested in the inventory, which I think might just be looking at itself in the little preview. Maybe it just likes looking into the mirror. Oh, oh, it's getting close to a tree. Oh, it is so close. It is so close to breaking a piece of wood. And then all it has to do is what it loves, go in the inventory and move the wood around a bit. What's it doing? Now it's turning away from the, now it's turning away from the wood and seems to be attempting to dig straight down. Which, I mean, you know, isn't the advice that's normally given, but okay. Oh! Is it? It is so close. It is so close. It placed a sapling! Is it turning dark? That was something I didn't think about. I didn't actually reset the time. That might be actually something I probably should have done. Maybe it is like, it does sometimes punch. Maybe it could fight off a zombie. Maybe. Definitely not. Oh, it just gets so close to breaking blocks and then just stops. Like when it's almost there. Look at that! Look at that! Now it's swimming, and it's actually in the swimming animation, so that means it must have pressed control there, right? Anyone can see. Oh! Nothing really it's digging a hole!
Nothing really
Let's keep going.
to me.
And it's given up. Oh, no, it hasn't given up. Hasn't given up. Maybe it's given up. It's given up now.
Any way the wind blows.
And it ends in the inventory. It ends in the place that it wanted to be the whole time. That was a lot more than what I thought it was going to do. Let me just set time to day. So we don't get anything sneaking up on us and ruining the moment. It broke a block. Was it over here or something? Or maybe here. Oh no, this was its final destination. Yeah, it was over here. Yeah, because this is where it started. It broke a block. It went and placed a block here. Got quite a lot of leaves. 19 leaves in the end. I think it did place some also over here. It attempted to go and destroy a tree and then realized that actually destruction wasn't what it was all about, and actually it's about growth, and it planted a tree. I'm pretty sure all this was taken into consideration when writing Bohemian Rhapsody. It's not a song of destruction. It's a song of new life, new beginnings, and growth and stuff, and also destruction downwards. It did quite well though. It did better than what I thought it was going to do. This whole idea is quite stupid, and I was expecting it to maybe just like go like the entire time, and not really like ever break anything, or like just kind of like sometimes punch and kind of go. But actually, we got it to move over here, to get close to a tree, to plant a sapling, to place a dirt block. Like it's actually quite impressive. So now let me go and reset. There's a creeper. Let me go and reset all this, and we'll see what Sweet Child of Mine does. No, creeper, no! I'll go and reset the world so it hasn't, like, already got destroyed blocks and stuff. Should be starting now. There we go. Ooh, it likes scrolling. And punching and jumping. But will this help it out? Will it do a better job than Bohemian Rhapsody? Let's find out.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood.
This seems to be doing a much worse job than Bohemian Rhapsody. This was more of what I expected, just not really doing a lot. Oh, almost destroyed a block there. Oh, it's getting very close, but it keeps jumping.
Oh, sweet child of mine.
So it might not do a lot if it keeps jumping. It needs to calm down, stop getting so excited. This is why also, like, the order of, the actual notes that tie to actions, like, changing them per song is obviously going to give a different outcome. So potentially there's a different order that would work better with this. Or maybe that order, worked well with Bohemian Rhapsody, and it just destroyed a block. Very good. And it's doing another one and then got distracted. It's, will it jump into the hole? Is it going to do a third? It's getting close to a third. It keeps getting so close. It did a third! Both Bohemian Rhapsody and Sweet Child of Mine have both songs have really liked the inventory for some reason. I guess that note just gets played a lot. It plays some leaves. It plays some more leaves. Now, is it going to destroy the leaves? And it destroyed the leaves it placed.
Where do we go? Where do we
Oh!
go now?
And it destroyed another block.
Where do we go?
And another one.
Where do we go?
And it jumped into a hole.
Where do we go?
Will this help it, or will it not help it? Let's find out. It might jump out of the hole. It might be able to jump out of the hole because it's been jumping a lot. It got out of the hole! That was quite impressive.
Sweet child, sweet child.
I think it eventually, like, calmed down. At the start it was very jumpy. I think it was very excited to first being able to control Minecraft. Because obviously these songs, they've never been able to control Minecraft before. It did another block. But I think as the song went on... Oh my god, it's doing quite a few. As the song went on, I think it calmed down. And that's it. That's the whole song. I think it calmed down as the song went on. And then eventually was able to, like, dig some holes and stuff. But I think at the start, I think it was just too excited. It was like, yeah, I get to play some Minecraft. But yeah, it dug this hole, it dug this hole. This is quite a deep hole, 3 deep. And then there's another one over here, isn't there? Yes. Another 3 deep hole. It did very well. But now we're going to have to move on to our final song. That's all the time we've got for this episode. So, will Shake It Off be able to shake off the excitement and focus on playing Minecraft? Maybe. Will we get it to craft anything? Probably not. Will it dig some more holes? Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say.
Seems to be doing the same as Sweet Child of Mine. Just jumping and punching. This is proof that those two songs are exactly the same. Ooh. It's kind of looking at the tree. Maybe it's looking at the leaves. It broke a leaf. It's getting close to punching a tree. This is the closest I think any song has got to punching down a tree. Can I do it? I don't think it can hold on the button long enough. I think you just gotta open the inventory. It loves like the others. It absolutely loves opening the inventory. It was a good try. It was a very good try. It was the closest any song has got to chopping down a tree. Oh! Oh, that got close. It did a really good job at the start. Oh! It did a really good job at the start, and then now it's doing the worst out of any of them. There's not a lot of things going on, there's not a lot of instruments in this song, so I wonder if that's the problem, that it just doesn't have enough notes to really do anything interesting.
Hey, just think while you've been getting down and out about the liars and the dirty cheats of the world, you could have been getting down to this sick beat. My ex-man got his new girlfriend. She's like,
oh, at least it broke something. Can it pick it up? Oh, it's gonna break another one?
Good hair. Won't you come on over, baby? We can shake.
No. Oh! It got so close. Well, it has picked up the dirt. It has placed some leaves. It picked up the leaves again. Oh my god! That was impressive. It just built up with dirt. Well, each song has amazed me. Has done something that the previous song hasn't done. And that's it. So I managed to get 5 leaves and move this block to here, which is quite impressive. I mean, how it moved the block was very impressive. Like, it didn't just place it down, it actually jumped and placed it at its feet. Apart from that, I think it broke maybe some leaves. It did get close to breaking down this tree. Yeah, none of them got that far. And that's the end of Can Music Play Minecraft? Or as I like to call the video, a list of all the YouTube videos Bobby War's been watching over the past few months. Sorry about the clickbait. I guess the answer's yes, kind of, to the title. It depends on your definition of play, and I guess music. Is music just the notes being played? Well, not really. Drums aren't tuned that specifically, and there are obviously more to it than just the sine wave of the frequency of the note that's being played. There's something called harmonics, and probably more stuff Bobby War doesn't understand. I would really recommend all the videos I have linked in the description if you found this video interesting, and if you have any suggestions about what I could do with this program or something similar, leave it in the comments. I will be returning to this concept anyway with a few more ideas. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.
Baby, I'm just gonna shake. I shake it off. Mr. B did that. I'm lightning on my feet.